Let's look into the film of Keeanu Benton. Now, first and foremost, he's 6'4", right at 315 to 320, and he is a one-gap guy. He is a guy that's going to penetrate, get upfield through the A-gap. I've seen him play at zero as well, so one tech or zero tech is his lane. Now, as far as his inefficiencies, he plays not with a wide base, so his feet sometimes get lost. When you look back at everything, he is hard to move around, and he got a wrestling background, and you can see that in his gameplay. Now, some of the things that he needs to improve on still, even with the wrestling background, is his pad levels. It tend to be a little too high. So he may fall into the day 3 category, and his motor is sometime on and off. It's more so on than off once he get going. Now, not to sully nor to denigrate his skill set, he is a guy that I can see down the line be better than most other day 1 prospects or day 2 prospects from the nose tackle spot. And if you get him some coaching and good things going from that way, you will see some improvement in his game. He got very powerful hands. And on top of that, through his collegiate career, he had 9 sacks. And I look at the fact that even last year, he had 10 tackles for loss. Those are things that you really got to look at. Think about this. He had 10 tackles for loss, 19 total tackles for loss through his college career. A guy that's considered better than him named Mazi only had 6 tackles for loss his entire career in college. So those are things that I look at. And on top of that, only 1 sack. So now that you're looking at the 2, and I know it's different programs, different kinds and styles of player, but I'm looking at production. This dude had 9 sacks in his career in college. So he is a guy that I can really look at and say, hey, can there be some improvement down the line? Yes. Do I like his burst and get off? He will have to improve on some things, but his hands are strong. He can get upfield. He can take on the double team, and that is what you want him to do. And I like the fact that even if you try to stonewall him and cut him off, his job and his duty is to allow others to eat. And when he get inside, he can get to the quarterback, though. He got some pass rush moves or what have you. And I look at it that he goes up against the Wisconsin's offensive line. So that is time and time again that he went up against good competition in practice. So that could explain some of the reasons why he can get upfield so quickly. He got that 6'4" frame. Sometimes it works against him. I think that's why it's hard for him to keep his pad levels low and his feet sliding a little bit because he plays with such a narrow base, need to widen his base out a little bit. Now that when you get him into your program, you can literally work on a few things and some of that improvement will be there because his way of stopping the run is there. You see strength out there. He bench pressed 225 29 times. And on top of that, like I said, don't fall in love with the measurables, but just pay attention to the way he slap his hands. He got strong hands. He got a good burst of speed when he see the hole there and he slides through there. So he can bring some attention, and he may be a day 3 still if you fool around and get him in the right program. I really like his tape overall. There will be some improvement needed. Keep in mind, there's no already made player. All of these guys got to go through some growing pain in one way or another, and it's predicated upon which system they go to. So keep that in mind. I like Benton's tape. He got plenty of room to grow, and he will be a good pickup for anyone in this particular draft on day 3. It will be a steal. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Salute.